Pollination by insects. Majority of the flowering plants, they are pollinated by the insects. So here the majority of the animals are like pollinating agents are bees, butterflies and flies, beetle, wasp, ants, moths, birds. In birds, especially sunbirds and the hummingbirds, the small birds, bats are the common pollinating agents. So these animals are the common pollinating agents. Among the animals, insects, particularly bees, are dominant biotic pollinating agents. You know that honeybees which collect the nectar from the flower, right? So they are the major pollinating agents in the flowering plants. Even larger animals such as primates, lemur and tree dwelling and reptiles and lizards, garden lizards, so these large animals also act as a pollinators. Then majority of the insect pollinated flowers are large, colorful, fragrant and rich in nectar. The flowers which are pollinated by wind and water, they do not have that much fragrance and the color. But the flowers which are pollinated by the insect, they are large and very colorful and the fragrant and especially rich in nectar. When the flowers are small, a number of flowers are clustered into an inflorescence to make them conspicuous. Animals are attracted to the flowers by color and the fragrance. Mainly insects, they attracted to the flowers because of their color and the fragrance. The flowers pollinated by flies and beetles secrete foul odor to attract these animals. To sustain animal visits, the flowers have to provide the rewards to the animals. Simply, they do not transfer the pollen grains to the stigma of the flower, right? So why these bees and the butterflies, they visit the flowers? Because the flowers, they provide the floral rewards to the animals. What are these floral rewards? So that may be a nectar or that may be a pollen grain. Mainly the nectar, that is the floral reward that is given to the animals like bees and the other uh, butterflies. The body of, when they collect the nectar, the body of the animal gets coating of the pollen grains which are generally sticky in animal pollinated flowers. When the animal carrying pollen on its body comes in contact with the stigma, it brings the pollination. When that just imagine honeybee that collect the nectar from the flower, and the pollen grains that is coated on the animal body, when it visits the another flower, the pollen grains that is dusted on the stigma of the flower, and it brings the pollination. In some species, floral rewards are providing safe places to lay the egg. For example, the tallest flower, Amorphophallus, that is about 6 feet height. So, in similar relationship exists between the very important one, yucca, and the moth species. So, here moth and the plant cannot complete their life cycle without each other. So the moth deposit its egg in the locule of the ovary and the in the flower, and in turns it get pollinated by the moth. So here the moth and the yucca plants, they have the mutual relationship. So they do not complete their life cycle without this, without each other. Moth deposit the eggs in the locule of the ovary, and the flower that is pollinated by the moth. The larvae of the moth come out of the eggs as the seeds start developing. So this is about the agents of pollination. Thank you.